Welcome to the Netflix era! Are you ready? Finally! You want some? Come get some!
He does! A second go-to sleep!
Welcome back to the Monday Night Raw rundown. Boy, was it a hell of a Raw this week. Netflix gets Raw. After all of the build-up and anticipation, Monday Night Raw debuted on Netflix and Triple H called in all of his favors. There were appearances from the biggest names in WWE, most welcome, and one not so much. WWE very clearly used the debut as an opportunity to reintroduce wrestling to the world. There was a coldish opening highlighting the journey of wrestling through pop culture, especially Americana. There was also an intentional focus on wrestling. WWE knows fresh eyes will be tuning in this week, so they reintroduced wrestling in subtle but very WWE ways. They used cool promos to introduce the superstars and their feuds. They had clear strategies for each match which showcased different spots and moments introducing the new fan to the rules and eccentricities of wrestling. They also made sure to use every megastar and catchphrase available to capture the older fanbase and ensure they made the move to Netflix safely. We got to hear familiar lines from beloved superstars like Triple H, The Rock, John Cena, The New Day, The Miz, and Jey Uso. Raw also had a cool new look. New logos, new mics, new announce tables, a new look for the ring, and a whole load of new ring sponsors. Changes now. So, what was the promo of the night, and who stood out as the superstar of the night? We talk about that and a whole lot more. We already knew Raw was going to be stacked. The show opening with Triple H and The Rock set the tone for this. It turns out this opening segment has created quite a buzz. The cold open was narrated by Triple H, and it seemed to drop all notion of kayfabe. There were explicit references to industry lingo like shoot and work, and they were quite nonchalant about it. Apparently, some people are angry about this. Truth is, today's a different world where it's difficult to keep kayfabe alive with cameras and social media. Everyone knows about the secrets nowadays, and it's impossible to keep them. WWE shouldn't be held guilty for exposing something that's already out in the open. Along with that, The Rock and Cody Rhodes also seem to drop all notion of kayfabe. Apparently, they're friendly and jovial with each other now, despite the fact they just beat the crap out of each other at Mania. Breaking the fourth wall like this and going against the official storyline kind of negates the investment the fans put into this beef. It's made worse because there was no apparent need for this. Maybe WWE are building to something between Cody and The Rock, or maybe this was just a one-night thing. Either way, it's a little jarring. The Rock beat the shit out of Cody less than a year ago, and now all of a sudden they're joking about Mama Rhodes. Something just fell off. What did you think? Shall we shift the focus to what actually matters? The wrestling. Tonight's card was stacked, but as soon as you saw Rhea Ripley v Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship, you kinda guessed that there would be a title change. It's interesting that Tiffany cashed in her Money in the Bank on SmackDown, and now the Women's World Championship changes hands too. Rhea Ripley has been working hard to get to this point, and she seemed destined to become a big player moving into Netflix. Rhea has kept her head down and proved herself as a babyface. Now, they are giving her another opportunity with the title. Will she be able to do it again? What do you guys think? It's a shame that this title reign for Liv will be defined by one feud with Rhea Ripley. It makes it look like she was just a stopgap until Rhea recovered from injury, just like some fans suspected. But however you cut it, Liv's a bigger star now than she was before this feud. She also has a huge faction behind her now. She's established and recognized, and that means something. She should be fine. Rhea put in another special performance tonight to win the title. It was a cool match to showcase the women's division and their focal star. Hopefully we can all move on from this feud now. Before we move on to the match of the night, we would be remiss if we didn't give an honorable mention to the tribal combat match. This was a fun match and it ended in a cool way with The Rock placing the Ula Fala on Roman Reigns. Did anyone else think Paul Heyman was acting a little spooky in the background? What's he up to? It was weird that Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes got involved at the end of this match. I understand you want to get these guys on the show, but this spot made little sense. Would probably have been best to leave that bit out, even if they're leading to another feud between KO and Roman. Our match of the night though made all the sense in the world. It was one of those rare matches that actually lived up to the hype. CM Punk v Seth Rollins was an incredible wrestling contest with outmaneuvering, reversals, stealing signature moves, false finishes, you name it, this match had it. This is the type of match that makes you fall in love with wrestling. A dream match which fans never thought would happen. A match a decade in the making. Two of the legit best wrestlers in the world right now in the main event of the WWE's debut on Netflix. Seth Rollins is obviously the star Triple H leans on when he needs a big match to be a great match. CM Punk also went great and was able to prove that he can still hang with the actual best in the business, inching him ever closer to being able to call himself the best in the world again. This year alone, he's kept himself relevant while injured, had the best match of the year at Hell in a Cell, and took out Seth Rollins. This rivalry is primed to continue, and we can't wait to see where they go from here. Not sure how honorable this mention is, but we have to talk about the inclusion of Hulk Hogan on Raw. WWE recently announced a collaboration with Hogan's new beer company. They have used this as their opportunity to bring Hogan into the fold again, despite his alleged tendency for racist language and behavior. This is obviously a kick in the balls for most fans and a spit in the face to all African American fans. Thankfully, the crowd reacted accordingly and booed Hogan and Jimmy Hart out of the building. Despite their multiple attempts at cheap cheers, the fans stayed true and made it clear to WWE how we really feel about Hogan. He may be a part of the company's past, but he should not be a part of its future. Next, they'll be trying to sneak old Vinny back. The promo of the night has to go to the GOAT, John Cena. Cena came out and did his usual soppy thing, which seemed to confirm he'd be continuing his I can't win a match story. But he flipped the script and told the crowd he's going to shoot for a miracle and enter the Royal Rumble match. The plan is to break the record and become 17-time world champion. It would be pretty cool to see Cena take on a heel Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship at Mania. Cena still has the ability to rile the crowd up and evoke emotion. Even though he says he's slowing in the ring, his mic skills are still sharp. You could see that The Rock was quite rusty on the mic. Cena, however, looked like he never lost it, and that's not even surprising. So what did you think of the Netflix debut? Did CM Punk v Seth Rollins live up to your expectations? Do you like the new look of Raw on Netflix? Do you think it's a good idea to put the title back on Rhea Ripley? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the SmackDown Rundown if you missed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell if you want the rundown superplexed straight to you. Catch you next time.